His first playoff appearance since 2016. In Buffalo, Damar Hamlin, not in attendance, but tweeted out his support of the squad pregame. First quarter was scoreless. It's 3rd and 15. Here comes some Dolphin pressure, and the hand cannon is on display. Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs.
I like turtles.
Big gain of 52, and then scrambling, and what a catch from Dawson Knox. Stanford Steve, tight ends, best athletes in what?
On the field.
I thought maybe in the world.
Possibly.
Arguably. All right, 17-3. Bills scored the first 17. We're more than midway through the second quarter. Allen looking deep, picked off by Xavier Howard. Now, he doesn't just get the pick, but he's on the move, and by the time he's done, they're on the Bills' side of the field. After the pick, Allen in a scuffle with Christian Wilkins, and you know that the guys in blue are going to come defend 17, and in the end, the Dolphins would tack on a field goal. So now it's a 17-9 game, and the ball deflects off Cole Beasley, picked by Javon Holland, and the Dolphins take over in the red zone. First and goal for Miami. Skylar Thompson zips one to Mike Gesicki. Are we going to see the world's worst Gritty? Nope. Cut away from. Don't hurt the kids. Go for two and get it. Tyreek Hill, Mike McDaniel, Thompson's dad. Anybody rooting for the Dolphins happy? It's 17-all. Buffalo would get a field goal right before halftime, though. It's 20-17, and that's the thing. They can score in the blink of an eye. Or the Dolphins defense can. Allen, strip sack by Eric Rowe. Zach Sealer with a pickup, and he's in. And what a play from the defense between Rowe and Sealer, and the Dolphins. Bills fans have got to be thinking, it was 17-0. We're ready to just be happy and celebrate. And now, wait, we gotta play with these guys. Yeah, you do. Thompson looking deep. Kaiir Elam climbs the ladder. What a pick. Bills take over. Ensuing drive. It's 3rd and 8. And this is Allen doing Allen stuff. Hard to get on the ground. And it's a first down. First and goal. Allen zips it to Beasley. And he's in. Bills have re-grabbed the lead 27-24 after a Dolphins punt. It's 3rd and 6. Allen. Beasley, he's got the seam. They hit him at about the 35, and he gets down to just outside the red zone. Who cares about the red zone? Let's visit the end zone. What a grab from Gabe Davis. High point, toe tap, touchdown. The lead's back to 10. But give this Dolphin team credit, man. They're battling. Down 10, driving, 2nd and 18. Savon Ahmed past the first down markers, gain of 20. It's 1st and goal. Jeff Wilson is a grown man who runs the football like a grown man. It's 34-31. Bills, 3rd and 11. Allen drops back, hit by Bradley Chubb. That's why they got him. Bills get it, but they've got a punt. Ensuing drive for the Dolphins, no timeouts. Thompson looking for Jalen Waddle, who had some drops in this one, but makes a tough grab as he gets hit hard. Gain of 25. Now, Ahmed here, did he get the first down? Well, there's some confusion on the Miami sideline. It's 4th and 1, and this was a big issue. They're out of timeouts, play clock winding down. They don't get the snap off. As it is, I don't think the play was going to get there anyway. Odd sequence here. Here's Coach Mike McDaniel about that delay of game.
You know, there was some communication that we'd gotten the first down, so then we were deploying a group of players for the 1st and 10 call, and then it was articulated that no, it was 4th down. Probably the first time all year that had happened.
So now it's 4th and 6. Thompson under pressure, rolls to extend the play, looking for Gesicki. It's incomplete, and the Bills built the big lead, and ultimately win to move on. Here's Coach McDermott on the need to take care of the football better.
I just think overall we got to do a better job of at that point, up 17. I think it was 17 zip, and we turned the ball over. So at the end of the day, you turn the ball over, you die normally a pretty quick death. And when you turn the ball over, I think we had three turnovers, one for a score, and then we had the big punt return in there mixed in there as well. So not very good complementary football.
Thought we did some good things today. I did some bad things today. Some stuff to clean up, some things to learn from. But we'll grow from it. It's all that matters is surviving and advancing. It doesn't matter how we win; it's if we win. And proud of our guys for playing the way they did.
So the Bills win despite the struggles for Allen, who became just the 5th quarterback in the Super Bowl era to be sacked 7 times or more and have at least 3 turnovers in a postseason game. Only member of that bunch to do so in a winning effort. But Louis Riddick, who rejoins us, I'm going to start with what Allen finished with. Matters if we win, not how. Yeah, but, right? There have been some concerning issues that the Bills have dealt with throughout the year that evidence themselves again in a victory. Mm-hmm. How concerning are they as they move on?
Turnovers are always concerning, Scott. And I think you could hear the worry in Sean McDermott's voice, okay? And that always starts with the quarterback because he's the guy who touches the ball every play. He's the guy who carries the fortunes of the entire franchise with him on every single snap, and Josh knows that too. He knows he has to be good with his decision-making, his accuracy, not putting the ball in harm's way, protecting the football in the pocket, not just when he's in the pocket looking to throw, but when he's scrambling and trying to run. Many times today he had that ball loose, and they were swiping at it. So he's going to have to make sure he's very, very conscious of that. The good thing about that is this guy can burn you in one snap and just flip the game in a hurry, right? So that's what he's talking about, not how we win, if we win. But then defensively, to me, is really where the concerns come, right? We saw them week 2 against the Tennessee Titans up there for our doubleheader, our Monday night doubleheader. The defense looked lights out, Scott. That's when Von Miller was at his peak as far as having everyone around him in this defense just humming on all cylinders. They're not that same defense anymore. They don't rush the passer with the same kind of efficiency. Miami exposed them a little bit as far as their run defense is concerned in the second game of the regular season in the snow. And in the secondary, they're a little bit, hamstrung right now, a little bit down, from a man standpoint, from a personnel standpoint. So I think there's a lot of things to be concerned about, although this team is more than capable of beating you in a shootout, even when they're not at full strength.
My producer's going to get mad at me, but I want one quick one on Miami because they're 14-point underdogs. They have a third-string quarterback. Yeah. I get that people are going to be critical of the administrative sort of penalties, right? Yep. 7 for 45. But I just feel like being critical of them in a game where they lost by 3 points, given all that, you're missing what they did. How could they have been more buttoned up to give Thompson a better chance, even though they only lost by 3? What could they have done? You know what? I always think in this case, when you're talking about a third-string quarterback, the people around them have to elevate their game to another level. Maybe those guys could have done that. Bunch of drops. Right? So we're earlier on in the game. Yeah. The game's even tighter, and maybe they're scoring 7, or rather scoring 6, 7 with an extra point instead of selling for field goals. I think that could have been a difference. Yep. No question about it. And, of course, the operation at the end of the game a couple different times. But, look, no question, you cannot get on them too much considering what they were playing with. We got about a minute. Cincinnati and Buffalo. We're going to get the game that we started to get that Monday night before, obviously, DeMar got injured. Great to see that he is improving. Absolutely. What will we see in this game? What are you looking for in this game that could be a determinator? I think, without a doubt, it's going to be both of these quarterbacks playing, rather being the superheroes that they are. Because it's not going to be perfect for either one of them. Look, Joe Burrow's missing 3/5 of his offensive line. I don't care how much he says I have confidence in those guys. There's a reason why they were backups and the starters were starters. Joe's going to have to be out of his mind. The defense is going to have to be great, but he will do that. And Josh Allen, like you just saw in this game, he can have those plays where you're sitting there going, you can't go throw that football. You can't have that fumble. You can't be loose with the football, but you can throw that 70-yarder on a rope. Right. And I think that's what we're going to see. And see, that's the thing about those Allen throws. Looking deep, and he was looking deep for Brown. You do that for Diggs and it works. That's the balance because the great play is side by side with the potentially calamitous play, and I think that's sometimes what you get. What coaches fret the most in the NFL, bar none, are turnovers and explosive plays. Right. And I'll tell you what, both of these teams turn it over and can turn it over,
And both of these teams can rip your heart
Boom.
out with the explosive plays.
Right.
That's why it's going to be one of the most exciting games of the year.
All right, we get to do this once every couple of years. We're going to get our money's worth. You're not going anywhere.